Hi everybody, welcome to my latest video. You'll notice I'm down at Sinead's yurt, and that's because this is where most of the work has been focused this past week. If you haven't seen part 1 of the series, check it out up here, where myself, Sinead, and a few friends blitz her bathroom and shower area and try to get that finished. So you'll find out in this video how far we got. You'll get a little tour of the space. We're going to figure out, does the plumbing work, does the water flow, is the water hot? You'll find out in this video as well. And we also do a great reveal of the polytunnel. We've created a space to hang out in over Christmas, and let me tell you, it's ridiculous and it's brought me a lot of joy. So that's going to be fun to share with you guys. Plus, I also share what happened to me. I got in the fight with the tree and I lost. Don't worry, I'm fine, but you'll see that in this video as well. And then watch until the very end because I'm going to get the stone sink out of its box. It arrived last week, and we're going to put it onto the bathroom counter and see what that looks like. So there's loads of stuff to share. It's been a really fun week working with friends, and I've definitely enjoyed it. So before we get into the video, I just wanted to say a big Merry Christmas to everybody out there that celebrates. Happy holidays. I hope everyone is enjoying. And to everybody that watches my videos and gives it a like and comments and shares it around and subscribes, I really appreciate it. That helps the channel. And to everyone else out there who's given a little bit extra through Super Thanks, PayPal, Patreon, my Amazon wish list, I really, really appreciate that. It goes a long way towards helping me push forward on my project, and it's really, really nice of you guys to do that. So thanks again to everybody for supporting my channel in whatever way you can. And so I'm probably going to put the camera away for the next little while I focus on hanging out with Sinead and her family and enjoying these lovely evenings, even though they are a bit cold. But I plan to film some of the festive fun, and I'll share that in my next video. So enough talking, let's just get into this one. It's a really good one, and I hope you enjoy it. So the current weather situation is pretty dire, but luckily we have a polytunnel to work in, and we're all determined to get this bathroom done. Before I head down to help Sinead, I had an exciting thing arrive. This is the sink, and it's earlier than expected. I gotta say, I'm a little nervous at how heavy this thing is and how big it is, but this is the bottom, and I think it's gonna be awesome. I'm not gonna take it out just yet. It's gonna come in a future video where I install everything else, but I just wanted to give a little sneak preview. Right now, it's all about heading out into the elements to help Sinead with her bathroom. So I'm down at Sinead's. This is the current state of things down here. I'm probably going to keep the camera away for most of the day and just power through because we're quite anxious to finish this, but let's have a little bit of sawing. Very nice. It's really lovely wood.
That's great, isn't it?
Okay, the wood is stained. I'm gonna have a coffee and see if that dries a little bit. I don't really love how this wood stains up. It's not quite as nice as this one, but hopefully with a few more coats it'll get a little darker. Might be a good chance to brave the elements and see what's up. Hello.
Oh.
Window? The window's going in?
The window, I'm feeling very confident in my window cutting today.
I've taken up all of the space.
You have?
I know. Apologies.
I wonder, could you share?
I can share. So, let's move this.
Just a little squiggle.
Move this.
Yeah.
And let's
I
move
think
this.
I was, you know, feeling apprehensive about putting up the windows, but today I'm in shopping form.
You're a window cutting machine.
I am.
All right, there you go. So one window's actually in. Let me, watch out. Gonna go investigate this other window because it's looking really, really good. And you know what? I just like being outside in the rain apparently. Although it's actually not as rainy as it sounds when you're in the polytunnel. So, she is looking mighty sexy, this window. Amazing!
Bada bing, bada boom!
Excellent precision. Everything you hoped for and more?
No, not everything I hoped for more.
Well, it's a work in progress, I think.
It's a work in progress. I just need to
Drink a coffee.
drink coffee. I'd like to say it's not as bad as it was, but it's actually almost exactly the same.
I mean, it looks good from here.
The bottom.
Mm.
Is the gap in the bottom?
Why are you chopping off the side instead of the bottom?
No, that's what I was going to do. The next one I was going to do the bottom.
There's a teeny gap and you can fix it with a bit of trim, which I have. It's all good. It's all good.
So,
I'm gonna go.
So
Yeah.
what you're saying is
You did a fantastic job. Exactly.
erase everything that went before?
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. All right, time for coffee, but this is where we're at now. Things are we're making some progress
Yeah.
despite the weather. And I've had an injury. I bonked my head off of an olive tree. So I'm just tending to that, but gonna have a coffee, reassess, and hope that my head doesn't turn into a goose egg of some kind. So, coffee time?
The tree says sorry.
Hello. What's going on down here?
Well, these pieces are going together like really strangely perfectly.
Really?
Like it was like, it's like there was a fairy that was here last night shaping it.
Huh.
Like very suspicious.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
It is amazing. So this is the offending tree. It is my least favorite tree in the world. I'm not gonna say I hate the tree. I don't hate the tree, but it's not my favorite. But it's my own fault. Okay, I'm gonna get back to work on the door, and I feel like this thing might turn into a bit of a goose egg. It's frustrating because I know the treachery of the tree. The tree is kind of in a precarious place, and I've definitely bunked my head on it many times. So I know it's there, but somehow it got me anyway, and this is definitely the worst injury from that tree that I've had, although I have had a few. But it does frame the space nicely. However, perhaps, maybe one day it'll get trimmed back. That's what I'll be pushing for. So, sorry tree for banging into you. No hard feelings, but yeah, if you lose a limb, I will not be upset. So it's just a minor injury. Work must go on. I am pretty sure it's gonna leave a lump and a graze. But oh well, the tree got me this time, but what can you do? Anyway, I've got a door to fasten together, and we're gonna do it the fast way. All right, the door's together. This was very enjoyable. I've used little nails instead of screws, so you don't really see them. I think it looks better. I've given the whole thing another stain, so I'm gonna wait until after lunch to continue work. Basically need to flip it over, stick some cork in the back, and figure out how to fasten that all on. So it's been a fun process so far, my first ever door, and I think it's almost lunchtime, so until that happens, I feel like I'm gonna try to tidy this up a bit It's amazing to me how quickly this has become a total tip, but I suppose that tends to happen when it's raining outside and everyone's working in the same spot. So let's see what I can get done while the door dries and while I wait for lunch. Okay, the polytunnel has been cleaned to a okay standard, and we fled the miserable rainy weather to the coziness of the yurt and shared another delicious lunch. There's gonna be some exciting things happening in here very soon. Sergio is back. He's got his plumbing supplies. Hopefully everything he needs to finish up. So, feeling confident?
Yep.
Got what you need?
Got what you need.
Hot water by the end of the day?
We hope so.
Maybe. Ooh.
Little notchy notch.
Notchy notch notch. Amazing. So what is this for? Please tell us.
This is the final piece.
Before the window goes in.
Before the window goes in.
Right. Chisels are under the Tool of Joy box. So this is the final piece to the puzzle.
This is, oh no, not the final forever ever, but it's the final. It's the final before the window goes in.
What?
This.
This hammer is the best. I mean, it's not for this purpose. I use it for my like fine, tiny nail stuff. So like when I put the nails in the door.
Oh, look at that.
Beautiful.
Is it all right?
Doesn't fit here now.
Huh?
It doesn't fit there now.
Anyway, this needs some finagling. I'm gonna go build a door. So this cork is too thin and I'd need 2 pieces, which would then be too thick. But I just found this cork up at my place. All of this cork is left over from when I did my floor. And it's too small. So the thickness is good, but the size is too small. So I've got some decisions to make and some finicky work to do, and I'll just get it done. And you'll see me again when the cork is in the store. Okay, I was just gonna get on with things and finish stuff up, but I have a ridiculous idea that involves circular sawing this thing lengthways, and I feel like I should capture this on camera. Okay, this might just be ridiculous enough to work. So, lots to do, back to it. So here's where I'm at with the door. It's ridiculous. I have one more piece to put on, which I'm gonna show you in a minute. And tomorrow, I'll give you a tour of the bathroom. Those guys finished it all off. Sergio's heading off. He's finished the plumbing, but unfortunately, the pump that Sinead has I think it was something she got used off of a friend. It's not working as expected. So Sinead is going into town now to buy a pump that will hopefully work. And I'm gonna finish off the door and then call it quits on work today. So tomorrow morning, hopefully, we'll be hanging this door, getting the water turned on, having everything work, and celebrating. So let's finish this thing off. So, it's been a long day. I haven't filmed very much because I've been working on this ridiculous door, but I'm really happy with it, and I think it's going to be a nice feature to the bathroom, which has turned out to be really nice as well, and I'm going to show you all that tomorrow. But right now, I think it's time to go up, make a fire, get cozy, and prepare for another big day tomorrow, where we're going to be focusing on the inside of the polytunnel and hopefully turning it into something pretty magical. So the door is done and ready to be hung up, which I'm pretty excited about. It's a gorgeous day out here. The sun is shining, though it is a little bit cold. And I think my first task of the day is going to be to empty this polytunnel out once again. It's amazing to me how much it just accumulates, but it was raining yesterday, so we didn't really have a lot of choice except for to work in here. So lots to do. Sinead picked up a new pump yesterday, so we'll get a rundown from her in a bit and get a tour of all the work that's been done. But for the moment, this is where I'm concentrating, so let's do this the fast way, once again. Okay, the polytunnel is clean. It's gonna be turned into a magical space very soon. But first, here's an update on my ridiculous injury. The tree won this battle, and there's definitely plans to make it more safe. I think it's just me that's the one that keeps bumping into it. So I've got a goose egg going on there, a little bit of a graze, and a hard lesson has been learned. I'm sorry for bumping into you, tree. And yeah, I'm gonna avoid you in future, but I think there's gonna be a little fence put up, so I don't want to try to take the shortcut next time. And so now it's time for the great reveal. Much has been done. Hello!
Greetings.
So Sinead's gonna give us a little tour. But first, let's go check out the door.
Check out the door, check out the door, check out the door, check out the door.
Check out the door, check out the door. So, we hung this just now, put some coffee on our faces. This was the first task of the day.
Oh, is it a door? Oh, it's a door.
It does door things.
It's got privacy written all over it.
Privacy and insulation.
Oh yeah, this baby. This is actually probably going to be the warmest place in my land.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, this is where I live now. I will be pooping and washing myself excessively.
Also an office space. Awkward for online meetings, but you do what you gotta do. So do you want to walk us through what's all happened in the past, I guess, 4 days?
Yeah, it's 3 days. This is day 5. Yeah. I got a window.
You do. You have two windows.
In addition, I got a second window. Oh, look at this window. Oh, she opens.
She opens.
She's got open closing features.
Ooh,
This
look
is
at us.
ventilation. I have trim has to go in there obviously to make that prettier. I have a shower. She doesn't work yet, and I have my new boyfriend Nilsson.
Hi, Nelson.
Yeah, he's a hot bit of stuff.
He really is. Not at the moment, but you know he's.
No, he's actually pretty cold. He hasn't been turned on yet.
It's running cold.
This wall is going to cover all of this up.
Okay.
I have, so the bits that I have to do.
Let us not forget.
The ceiling of awesomeness. Look at that baby.
Lovely. Insulation up there as well.
So I just have to finish this wall. Insulate, close these two.
And you're insulating with cork in the ceiling, leftover pieces of cork. And you're using, is it rock wool? What's the stuff?
The rock wool I'm going to do here, I'm going to use this over here.
Okay.
I've got loads of this broken off stuff.
Yeah, nice to reuse scrappy stuff when you can.
Basically I'm just filling it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a place of pleasure.
Let us continue.
All the walls on the outside have been finished almost. We just have that bit there. Oh my God, look at that window.
Look at it. Look at it.
Look at it. She's a thing of beauty.
She is.
I love
So
it.
it's a poop with a view.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love that?
Yeah.
Right?
So this is the bathroom.
Okay.
Kitchen has some walls. The walls have gone up on the kitchen.
Amazing. Lovely. And
Yeah. She's a fine sink.
she is. Also
Um,
doesn't work just yet.
Doesn't work yet, no. But hopefully by the end of the day. I bought myself a new pump. I have to try and pump 1 and 2. We got this baby.
That is a beast.
I'm hoping she does what she has to do.
And that's because the pumps that we have going under the tree, be safe. Because the pump's over here.
Kirsty, I walked around.
Okay, but when it's raining, these branches are like...
No. So you're using excuses.
I suppose. So these two pumps down here were, I guess, borrowed from a friend. Neither are really doing the job. They might be too small. So the Big Daddy has been purchased.
Yeah.
And what else? What else you got for us?
That's the bathroom. That's the kitchen. They're not finished, but they're finished enough. We should have running water by the end of the day, inshallah.
Okay.
And then I will be not so ashamed of myself when my sister arrives. 'Cause that's what it's about.
Yeah. It's amazing how
It isn't
long you
shame.
can get on with a bucket shower when you're on your own, but
And then when people from the civilized world come, it's panic stations.
it is. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it in your face.
Yeah.
So, the camera is going away because we still have a lot of stuff to do. And I know, Sinead, you just want me to have the camera in your face the whole time. But unfortunately, it's going to go. So, we're going to be focused on this thing. And yeah, check in soon. So, successful few days. It's been fun.
I wish life was like that.
Yeah, done. Fun few days with friends.
It's been great.
Yeah, it's been really fun.
Working
And
with friends is the way forward.
I agree. So, see you soon.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh my God!
Well done! Yay!
I'm so excited.
I'm excited.
So I'll drill a hole and I'll do that part.
So the bathroom sink is still to come.
The sink is the sink was an afterthought anyway.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Oh my God.
Go team. Success.
Success you.
Okay, the Christmas grotto, Santa's she-bean, is ready to go.
Happy Christmas
Happy
2025.
Christmas. Thanks for everyone's hard work this week.
Are we ready?
And are we ready for the great reveal?
Wow,
Okay,
amazing.
this is actually ridiculous.
Ridiculously amazing.
That's so good. Oh, that's so good.
I love it.
Yeah, from the outside?
Yeah.
It's so ridiculously amazing. Emphasis on the ridiculous.
It's wonderful.
Oh, even though it's going to be amazing.
So good. So worth it.
It's totally worth it that we spent the entire day working on this.
It is, it is. And I really, oh wait, I forgot to turn on the Christmas village.
Oh yeah.
Let's not forget this. Time well spent. There we go.
Oh, the final
It's for the fairies. So good. Well done.
Fantastic.
Santa's she-bean is officially open.
Welcome.
Hello from a brand new day. Just look at that beautiful sunshine, gorgeous blue skies. But do not be deceived, my friends, because it is absolutely Baltic out here. It's been very cold these past few days, but not so bad when the sun shines, I suppose. It's a little early right now, and it's definitely going to heat up in a bit, so I don't have too much to complain about. So Sinead has gone to Lisbon to collect her sister and her niece, and they're going to spend a couple of days hanging around there and exploring all the fun stuff that Lisbon has to offer. And I have maybe a few hours this afternoon, and I thought I would come down and see if I can finish up a few little bits and bobs as a surprise. I feel like there's some small things in the bathroom that could use a bit of attention. The main thing I'd love to get to is finishing off the door, including trimming the inside and routering out the spot that it doesn't sit properly in. And there's also a really weird design thing in the shower with the shower head. So let's go take a look at that. And hopefully I can get all these things done. It's all pretty simple carpentry. Hi, little guy. He loves to come down here. So right now the door is held closed with a piece of wood. So I can get that out. There we go. And as you can see, it doesn't sit correctly there. So I'm going to try to router out a whole edge along the entire thing, and maybe a bit at the top needs some chiseling so that sits in nicely. Perhaps I'll have time to get a lock on, maybe even a handle if I'm feeling really ambitious. And then I'd like to run some trim down the side here for sure, and possibly at the top and the side there as well. I just need to take a closer look. And then in here, we have this ridiculous shower head, and it doesn't actually rotate down. It doesn't move. It feels like it definitely should. Maybe it does. Maybe I'll take a closer look, but a few people have had a look at it and it doesn't seem to move. So I'm gonna just make a wedge so that the whole thing sits a little bit more downward instead of spraying all the way over there, which seems like a terrible design for any shower. So I think this space is great. Sinead was actually really busy yesterday trying to finish off a whole bunch of small things. There was paneling still to go on the wall. She needed to cut some OSB board to fit into specific spots, and it was pretty finicky work, especially when she had loads of other things to get done as well. So yesterday was very busy. I was helping in the morning, just trying to clear up around the place, but she was busy with the carpentry. And I really think that what we've accomplished as a team is really beautiful, and it's even better because it was done with friends. And there's plans to put in a bathroom sink over there, but for the most part, you know, some finishing needs to be done. Obviously, the walls will be painted. There's going to be tiling in the future. Some things, yeah, aren't yet complete, but it's a functional space. It's going to be warm. We've got the hot water boiler there, and yeah, just it's amazing what you can accomplish when you have a deadline. So I've got a deadline. I've only got about maybe 2 or 3 hours to dedicate to this down here, and so I'm just gonna dive right into the work, get everything done that I can, and yeah, hopefully leave Sinead with a nice surprise when she gets back. So I've set stuff up. I think I have most of what I need. I'm gonna start with the most intimidating job, which is routering off the side of the door. But let's take a look at the polytunnel by day, because I just think this space is amazing. The lighting is absolutely crazy, and it's gonna be just a really fun time in here on Christmas Eve. We're gonna have a bit of a drop-in gathering from 5 till 10, have some friends stop by, say hello, meet her sister and her niece, and yeah, it should be good times. And then I'm pushing to keep this as a venue at least until St. Patrick's Day, possibly beyond, but I suppose it depends on what Sinead's storage needs are. But it's a fabulous spot, and I think it should be used more than once. So let's get the router out and get going on the work. Okay, the setup is done. I've run a piece of wood along the length of the door to guide the router. I'm using this large bit for the very first time. I have a selection of bits in a box, and I feel like this one could be the best one. So because it's quite big, I'm probably going to start pretty shallow so I don't completely rip this apart, because obviously this is a part of the structure, so it makes this job a little nerve-wracking. So I've got my bit starting a lot more shallow than I need it, and after measuring the other side, it does need to go in quite a bit to be a perfect match on the opposite side, so it all sits sort of flush and square, but I'm not going to go that far. I'm just going to go in a little bit so the door sits in slightly, and then if she wants to go in further later on, we can. But for the moment, it's just to be able to close this thing more, to be able to put a lock on it and get things a lot more secure. So I'm nervous, but I'm ready to give this a try. It's out of my reach, so I think I need a step of some kind, and I feel like this might do. So you can see down here that I haven't actually taken out this part. I'll need to come back and do that, but I feel like starting with a straight edge will be a nice way to build up my confidence using a tool that I'm not so familiar with, and then I'll come back afterwards and figure out how to get the rest out. So I definitely should have had a mask on for doing that. The sawdust was a lot more than I was expecting, but nothing a little bit of holding my breath strategically couldn't solve. So things are looking good. Got lots of sawdust in there, and now I just need to figure out how to get the rest of it out. So the amount of sawdust this is making is pretty crazy, and I already have to go in a little bit deeper, and I'm not exactly sure the best way of routering out in this way. I feel like if I take the end edge out, it doesn't give me anything really to rest upon. So maybe, you know what, I have no idea what the strategy is, but I'm going to figure it out along the way. First, let's test the door. Seems like that'll give it enough space, and anything that is in the way I can just remove with a chisel. That seems like a pretty perfect fit, actually. So I've got a lot to get on with today. I'm gonna just stick with this, and you'll see me again when this door fits in just a little bit better. Well, hello there. Are you interested in my work? Would you like a progress report? I think you would. So, first of all, I'm amazed at the mess I'm making. I've got some cleaning up to do. Mikey seems to be enjoying it. And as far as getting the parts out that were sort of hanging in the middle, I just ran the router left to right and slowly went upwards, and it came out pretty easily. Up here it's awkward because of where I have to stand, so I'll probably just get that with the chisel And I think I need to take a little bit more out at the top as well. So the toilet is a total mess. I'm a total sawdusty mess, and I still have some work to do. I'm gonna get the chisels out and finish this thing off. So this is definitely not the hammer for the job, but it's what I have down here. And I'll find, I guess, the sharpest chisel, which could be that one there. And hopefully this isn't too much of a pain in the neck to get rid of. So I have a load more chiseling still to do, and I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but there's quite often military flights that fly overhead, and they're super noisy for a reasonably long amount of time, and it always interferes in my filming. So when I'm chiseling and trying to give you the lovely sounds of the chisel or lime spreading on a wall, that's when the plane wants to come, and it kind of screws up the sound of my video. So I know some of you out there ask why I have to use music. Sometimes you don't like the music. Often it's because there's a plane going by or a train or who knows what else, people talking, chainsawing in the background or something like that. So it's not always my choice to put music. Sometimes I just have to. And in this case, it's the plane screwing up the sweet, sweet sounds of the chisel. And so I'm just gonna get on with this, because I feel like perhaps I've bitten off a little bit more than I can chew. This might end up being a bit more work than I was expecting, but that's okay. I have the time as long as I put the camera away, focus, and just get on with things. So this is where I'm at. I'll see you soon. So as usual, I didn't get nearly as much done as I was hoping. I etched out enough space for the door and then realized that I've got this bit up here which is being blocked by this bit. So that needs some more work, even though the door does sort of close. I've put some trim on at the top and the side. And because I'm pressed for time, I'm gonna leave this and come back tomorrow morning to finish it off. But I wanna get this video out tomorrow, so I've gotta call it quits on work. And I think I was being a little bit ambitious with what I thought I could get done, but I did make some progress. The routering took a little longer than expected, but what else is new? That always seems to happen, that you have big plans for what you can accomplish and then get like half of one thing done. So I should have learned my lesson by now. So I'm gonna wrap it up down here, because the last thing I wanna do for this video is take the stone sink out of its box and stick it on the counter in the bathroom. And I have no idea how this is gonna look. I'm a little nervous about the weight. I don't know if the size is gonna work. I have absolutely no clue. So I'm gonna head up there, get it in place, and I'm as excited as you might be to see how this all works out. So goodbye to Sinead's bathroom. It's been loads of fun working on this, especially with the help of some friends. It's been a lovely experience. Still more to do, but loads of progress has been made. I absolutely love working on the door. The ceiling is amazing, the plumbing is great, everything looks fantastic, the walls are great, and the door sort of closes, needs a little work. So it's a great structure, it's been lots of fun, and now let's head up to my place and stick the sink in place. Okay, the fire is on, it's about to get nice and toasty in here, it's pretty cold at the moment. And I'm so excited to see what this is gonna look like. And I'm also pretty pumped to get this thing out of my way. It's been sitting here for about a week now. So much like Mr. Burns, my custom wood stove, this sink is gonna be a pretty big feature of my place. So I really hope it lives up to expectations. It looked pretty cool in the listing, but it's hard to tell what these things are gonna look like until you have it in your hands. Ooh, so shiny. I think this is going to work really, really well. Okay, moment of truth. This thing is pretty heavy, so hopefully my counter construction stands up to the weight. But I think the size and the shape is pretty perfect, really. I love it. I think it looks fabulous. I don't know exactly where I'm going to position this thing just yet. I don't want to drag it around too much because I don't want to scratch the counter. But we have a nice, shiny sink. It's nice and deep. It works well with the wood, and I think it's going to look fabulous with a black tap on there and the fittings in there. And honestly, I couldn't be happier with how this looks. So what a great way to wrap up my video. I think the sink looks amazing. I'm really, really pleased with it. And it's been just a fabulous week with friends. We've been productive. Sinead's bathroom looks great. The water works. The hot water works. The polytunnel is ridiculous and wonderful. And my injury, not great, but it's gonna heal just fine, and I'm gonna have a story to tell and all these Christmas photos and videos that come out over the holidays. Kirsty versus the olive tree. Kirsty lost, but I'll rise again and it'll be fine. So, I'm tired, as you can probably tell. I usually babble on at the end of videos when I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna wrap things up. Once again, Merry Christmas to everybody out there that celebrates. Happy holidays. I hope you have a fine season, and I'll see you guys soon with some festive footage, and probably the next project will be the sink, and I've got a few more small carpentry projects in mind as well. So, as always, thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you think someone will like my content, please do share it around. It really helps, and I'll see you in the next video.